Welcome to What You Smokin On podcast. Follow me for equity.
Here we are, doing our live. I don't know what happened to my introduction, but here we are. What You Smokin podcast. What You Smokin is the Ayatollah Marv, OG Piru, live and at you. Let's get this going. It's a Token Tuesday. Let's see what we got going here. Well, I don't know what happened to my intro, but who needs it? We the intro. We get this cracking. So we have a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll work through it. We're going to get this going down. So on this fine Tuesday, I was kind of caught up last Thursday, didn't even get into it, but I hope y'all had a smoking good time for the weekend. Big Clinto, AZ, Big Nate, what's going on? What you smoking? Yeah, what you smoking in Arizona? All my folks in AZ, what you got going? Houston, Texas, Big Houston, 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, what, North Side, South Park, Shouty, where you at? What you smoking? Dallas, Texas, the Big D, Fort Worth, Oak Cliff, East Texas. Let's talk about it. We got T. Lee, we got Bobby Love, and the all-famous Boss Talk, Big E, what you smoking? OKC, Big Oklahoma City, land of the free, Oil Town Baron, Northeast 23rd. I was right there with you. 52nd and Lincoln. Yes, I've been there. Did that. Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, man, right up the street from Texas. Man, we used to throw them up going from Houston to Arkansas. What you smoking? Mississippi. Come on down there. Jackson, Mississippi. My nephews, Ray Shrimmer, they from Tupelo, Mississippi, and they some big smoking boys there. Man, we go down here to Meridian, Mississippi with Big Galen and Jess and all the guys down there kicking up real big storms. What got Louisiana, Sweetport, Heflin. What we doing. And don't forget out Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, what you smoking. Bingo. Come on, man. You're my go-to guy when I get to Louisiana. Memphis, Tennessee. Love that Memphis sound. Memphis, boy, they show out. They really show out. You talk about put it together, they put it together. Memphis, and all the time. Georgia on my mind. Big Georgia with Shaba and the whole crew in Albany, Georgia. Then we got ATL, the Hot Atlanta is going on. Mobile, Alabama, South Carolina, with the Carolina hookup. North Carolina, Rello them, they all my boys. Major Grams, come on home, man. We waiting on you. What you smoking? Denver, Colorado, that Denver sound, the Mile High City with that thin air. Boy, they smoking them good up there. And don't leave Oregon out. Big Oregon is doing what they do. Oh, there got my nephew up in the house. Jabil, what up with it, man? What you smoking? That's another Cali Live, the OG of the Calis, him and Big Clinto on the line. Y'all, come on in. We starting this. Harlem, New York, Harlem Sound. Brooklyn, got, man, Cajun Spice, my big girl over there. She's doing her thing. She doing numbers over there. My girl. Then we got New Jersey. Don't mess with Jersey. Plainfield. With my man there. You know, we doing everything in Plainfield. We got a girl from Newark. We got Essence Rue doing her thing out there. So Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, what you have? What you smoking? We want to know. We want to know everything and how everything is going, because we are Potts Grove Farms, working with Potts Grove Farms, a private IPO, a cannabis collective. They deal with strands from all over the world, a research development where they don't sell cannabis, they don't grow cannabis, they're cannabis analysts. They're the Cisco and Ebert of Cannabis. Whatever we need to know about growing dispensaries, grow farms, you'll find it with Potts Grow Farms. It is a private IPO going into the stock market shortly. You can be part of a journey to close the wealth gap, making America great again. Let's be mega. Who made America great? Black folks did. Let's build it like we built it for them. Let's build it for ourselves. I need you to come in, go to pottsgrowfarms.com, subscribe, get in and get you a stock certificate in your name that will be going to the stock market, going in, ringing the bell on Wall Street with Black Wall Street. We're innovative IPO created by the Jobs Act with President Barack Obama in 2012. He made the Jobs Act possible. And he says he was knocking down all of the stumbling blocks and making it affordable for you to go into the stock market. Never before have we been able to go into the stock market like this. And it's called stock financing, stock etiquette. We're doing GrowFundMe and doing it with stocks. And the more stocks we get, the more we grow. So we're into the stocks, going in another development. It's called sweat equity. And we're doing this one person at a time to go into the stock market so we can be that black unicorn, one of the first black IPOs going into the stock market under the Jobs Act by President Barack Obama in 2012. When people ask, well, what has Obama ever done? You never making homes affordable. That was one of the more blacks owned houses during his administration than any time before the 1950s or after. And no president has done it since. Jimmy Carter did Habitat for Humanity, and he made a program that lasted 3 years, but under making homes affordable, it was one of the landmarks for black ownership. And just like it came, it went. When we can hit, but we don't know how to hold. So we're trying to change that and to hold what we got when we have it and make it affordable for us. So go into Potts Grow Farms and get your stock certificate. How many of you have ever had a stock certificate? A stock certificate of your own. Do you know what a stock certificate is and what it is? Bills and things. Let's deal with this. Let's learn. They say knowledge is key. Now let's get into the law. Congressional Research Service is calling out the Food and Drug Administration for being more than 6 months late to publish the list of hemp-derived cannabinoids and to issue a guidance on the container which represents THC in products serving sizes. So the Congressional Research Service is calling out the Food and Drug Administration to make terms on the containers of that in respects to THC product serving size. What's the serving size? Now, here in California, it says California lawmakers sent Governor Gavin Newsom a bill to make more clearly define the type of marijuana packaging and labeling that's prohibited for appealing to children. Section 1, Section 26141 is an added to the Business and Professional Code. So now the California, the bill is to define more clearly the type of marijuana packaging that and the labeling that is prohibited for appealing to children. So we're getting into right now the definitions of labeling and containering. I told you before that the conglomerates, Marlboro, Newport, the big tobacco companies are putting a hold on this until they can corner the market by in the next 36 months, you'll be able to buy a pack of cannabis just like in 7-Eleven, like you buy cigarettes. And I had another article, and I didn't make that article, but they were talking about that today in consumption, the public is consuming more cannabis than they are consuming cigarettes. So cannabis is taking over for smoking cigarettes. That's why they banned it. They banned it, menthol cigarettes, because menthol cigarettes were so addictive and had you in such a state. So the next step into that addictive state is to get high, to buy marijuana, to buy cannabis. So they banned it in certain states, especially in California, that menthol cigarettes were illegal. So that built up a bigger yearn for cannabis. So now more people are buying cannabis and smoking marijuana than they smoke cigarettes. Oh, this is a growing industry, y'all. Y'all better get in this. This is you're talking about closing the wealth gap. The cannabis business is a $43 billion industry as of last year. And in the next 3 years, it will go from $43 billion to more, from 90 billion to $100 billion. When we get 1% of that, Black Unicorn Factory with Pottsgrove Farm, 1% of $90 billion will be set. We'll be set. You talking about y'all can go sit down and be fishing or do whatever you do. This is how you do it. Get into the stock market and get every unicorn stock for whatever your stock is. If you get $180,000 worth of stock in a unicorn company, when it goes to market, your $180,000 becomes $1,800,000, 1,000 times the investment. So when you get a stock like that, Apple stock, when they did Tesla, those people that bought that for $1,000, this stock from $1,000 in less than 3 years, they were multi-millionaires. So now we're just getting into this game. Blacks have been kept out of it so long. Now we're getting into it. And half of y'all, oh, I don't believe that. Man, if you'll buy a scratch off, you better get with me for free, because you're just giving money away. Your dollar, that hard-earned dollar, you just gave it for a piece of paper, the biggest scam in the world, and y'all falling for it. $100 million, and you get back $100. Man, that's not even math in math. So you better get with me on this and invest for free. Now, you don't have to send a dime. I will send you stock in this company, Black Unicorn Factory. We'll send you stock in Pottsgrove Farm for free. All you have to do is sign up. Now, let's get into what we're here for. So, now, Grape Jelly Donuts is an indica-dominant hybrid strand. 80% indica, 20% sativa, created through crossing the classic Girl Scout cookies and Louis XVIII strands. If you love donuts, you'll love this delicious little lady. Jelly Donut brings a sweet and citrusy, fruity flavor with a lighty dough and nutty exhale. The aroma is just as delicious, with the abundance of minty earth and light fruity citrus throughout. Jelly Donut High has an even more head over heels for this bud, with long-lasting happy effects that can kill any sort of negative mood or emotions almost immediately. You'll feel lifted and happy with the sense of euphoria that fills your mind, leaving no room for negative or racing thoughts. A calming physical high will then wash over your body, leaving you feeling fully relaxed and pain-free, without a care in the world. With these effects and its high of 25 to 30% average THC level, jelly donuts is often chosen as a treat condition to treat conditions such as chronic pain, mood swings, appetite loss, and nausea. Its buds has a dense, round, forest green nuts with a deep amber undertone, with thin orange hairs and a coating of frosty, tiny golden amber crystal trichomes. Jelly donuts. Jelly donuts. Great jelly donuts. Now, we have grape gum, also known as grape gum, is a slightly sativa-dominant hybrid strand, 60% sativa, 40% indica, created through crossing the delicious grapefruit and bubblegum strands. A delicious bud with a merit of flavors and effects. Grape gum is perfect pick for an afternoon when you need a little boost before finally settling down. Like its name suggests, grape gum has a sweet and fruity berry grape taste that accented by sugary bubble gum and a touch of sour, creamy lemons. The aroma is very similar, with a creamy lemon bubblegum overtone accented with a bouquet of fruity grapes and berries. Grape gum high will hit you a few seconds after your final toke, rushing through your mind and body with almost electrifying energy. You'll feel lifted with a happy sense of activities, your mind, and get you moving for any task or conversation at hand. A highly relaxing body high rounds off grape gum high, helping you settle down in a soothing state that won't affect your energy level. Combined with 25 to 30% THC, these effects make grape gum a great choice for treating chronic stress, depression, inflammation, chronic fatigue, and chronic pain. Its buds are oversized, circular frost green nuts with long, thin orange hairs and a coating of milky, tiny white crystal trichomes. So there we go. We done got ours in with the grape jelly donuts and grape gum, a sativa and an indica to put on your smoking list so we can get smoking and don't do no choking. So we're here we got Bob Wire in the house. What it do? Oh my goodness, for the pleasure. Y'all don't know, North Carolina, one of the finest, Bob Wire is in the house. She got it going on and we appreciate her. She does some of our artwork and amazing. So we put everything out to our family and the people that support us. And we want to make sure that we give everybody they just dues, and we appreciate you. I'll be back Thirsty Thursday. Hey, here's looking at you. What you smoking?
Tell me what you smoking on. What you smoking on podcast.